no one's handing you a silver platter and no one's going to say it's okay. And sometimes you have to be the first and you have to stick your neck out and it's uncomfortable and you have to ask for what you want. No, you know, I sometimes make these analogies like no one's going to sit there to the woman who, I guess because I had just had a baby, it's on my mind. A woman who's lactating in a meeting be like, oh, is it your time to pump? You should go do that. No one's going to give her that, right?
Yeah.
She has to be like, hey guys, here are my hours. Here's my time. This is what I need. Can we make this work? Or a raise or whatever it is, right? Or I've stayed late 5 nights this week. Happy to do that, but I got to get to my kid's game. So I think that you have to ask for what you want and be the, I know it's cheesy, like be the change you seek.
Yeah, that's a lot of what you talked about is about setting boundaries and expectations, right? And if you have sort of done the first part of what you said is that nobody's going to do it for you and you're going to do the work. And then there's things that you need, right? Or there's a boundary you need to draw. You got to ask for it. You have to draw it yourself.
Right.
You got to represent yourself or advocate for yourself.
Yes. And I would say that you can go too far with it, right? We had an employee who didn't have childcare. And I was like, I'm sorry, like you have to have childcare for your kid if I'm paying you to work.
Yeah.
You know? So sometimes those can, these days get a little bit, with remote work, get a little amorphous.
Yeah. Great word, by the way. Amorphous. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, I think one of the other things that I'd like to maybe end on is, you know, you as a woman, as a mother, and as an entrepreneur, you've talked a little bit about some of the struggles as it relates to, you know, identity, finding yourself. You know, you had the sort of like, I had the 3-month sabbatical and, you know, the wondering of whether I have it, you know, still and things like that. How have you sort of landed on, you know, maybe the chapters of who you are? How have you sort of landed on your, you know, sort of the identity piece, you know, after some of the struggles that you've probably been through?
I think sadly some of this comes with age, that you can become finally okay and confident in something because you've been doing it for so long. So I would say that as you said, I was mentoring these young women just starting out, and I can roll off to you in my sleep 5 marketing ideas that you could do that are free. Or I could tell you what's wrong with your product. And so there's a confidence level with, let's just say, product or marketing and PR that I feel good in. But I think there's always areas to grow, whether it's being, you know, just better at business. You know, what an interesting thing happened before the acquisition. I was involved in all the struggle of the business and the day-to-day and the profit and the loss. New company comes in and I'm like, wait, you don't need me in that meeting? And what? Like, there's so much I'm not a part of. And I was like, I think I'm going soft in business, right? I gotta find something to keep me in the thick of sales, EBITDA, all those fun things, because now I just have to worry about PR, marketing, and design. And I didn't live that life for this long, you know? So I think it's that. And then, you know, other times I still feel like a kid at the candy store. Like, I got invited to this. I can't believe they want me. I had a phone call this morning. I guess I can share it. I was asked by, go with me on the journey here.
I'm ready.
A stone company to design like a stone as art. And it was going to be me plus 2 like legitimate interior designers that are famous. And those people were taking too long. And I came up with, I thought, an incredible presentation. And they're like, we're just going to go with you. And you're going to be at Design Week and this dinner and this. And I was like, can I be in the room as the same people that like, their whole careers are about being part of Arc Digest's 100. And here I am with my thing. And I was like, I can't believe that they asked me to do this. And I was like, shut up. You deserve this. You have an eye for something. They recognize it, and stop that.
Wow.
And so I do that a lot. And this whole imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Just pretend.
Yeah.
You know, just if you don't feel that way, just, you know, on the outside, I think you do a lot of that. It'll come. The confidence will come. But don't not take something or not do something because you don't feel you're valuable.